everyone, and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel and my first 2018 Project Life process video. I'm very excited as this year I'm going to be doing weekly Project Life, and I'm also going to be sharing regular videos of that here on my YouTube channel as well. So as you can see in the video at the moment, I'm using my Fiskars trimmer to trim down all of my photos. My photos are printed on 5x7 photo paper, as that's all I have at the moment, so there's quite a lot of trimming. So I've sped that up just a little bit so that I don't bore you all to death watching me trim my photos. I'm then going to check on my phone when the photos were taken and put them in order on top of the page protector, and then I'm going to go through some of my supplies so that I can start on my title card. I'm using the October 2017 Studio Calico documenter kit called Gypsy Moon. It was one of my favourite kits from last year and so beautiful that I've been saving it for the start of this year of Project Life. I'm taking this light grey card that says Act Natural, and I'm just going to cover up the Act Natural part in the centre using the back of some pattern paper in white. I really love the grey of the card, but the phrase just doesn't work for me, so I'm going to cover it up and use this for my title card instead. I'm then going to take this pack of beautiful floral die cuts from the kit, which are made by Life Love Paper. They're really unique, such bold, beautiful colours and different shapes. So I'm going to use those for this title card, almost making a square wreath. And I'm just going to be placing those in random places and random colour pairings all around the card. I'm then going to just use some double-sided sticky tape to stick those down, and I'll be back in just a moment when they are stuck down. I'm then going to be using my new stamps from Ali Edwards, which have all of the months of the year in her amazing handwriting. So I'm taking the January one, and I don't have my normal acrylic block as I cannot find it, so I'm using my little mini rocker block, and so I'm having to practice a few times. Even though I practice, I do mess up on the actual card, so I have to stamp that twice, but never mind. I'm just using some black StazOn ink for that, and then I'm going to be taking the beautiful teal alphas that come in the kit and just marking 1 to 7, and then I'm going to put a little black dash through them so that obviously it reads January 1st to 7th. And then that's going to be my title card finished. Next we're moving on to my top 4x6 photo, and I'm going to be flicking through my Dear Lizzie Lovely Day 6x6 paper pad, and I'm choosing this beautiful teal and white polka dot paper. So I'm just trimming that down to fit and then adding some double-sided sticky tape to the back of my photo. Before sticking the photo down, I'm using some of this beautiful grey washi. I love washi and I don't use it enough, and also I want to start blending different textures on my pages. I'm then going to take some of the beautiful teal alphas that came in the kit, and I'm going to spell out mess to describe my photo perfectly, and I'm going to place those between the gap of the edge of the photo and the edge of the paper. And I'm using this as a little bit of a cheat for myself, because Lord knows I cannot get alphas straight even if they are tiled ones, so I'm using that as a little bit of a cheat for myself. I knew then that I wanted to build an embellishment cluster on the bottom right hand side of the photo, so I'm now going through the embellishments that came in the kit. I love a lot of these, but the kit comes from when it was autumn, from October last year, and so sayings and quotes don't really match up with this time of year. So I'm taking this navy blue label and I'm just trimming off the part that has the words. So I'm going to use that edge of the label as a base for my cluster at the bottom there. I'm then going to have a look through this ephemera pack that I've recently bought from CitrusTwistKits, and I find this baby tag that says moments like this, and I'm going to use that and a black biro pen to just journal about this photo. It basically just says about how coming home after Christmas there's a huge mess and things that need to try and find a home. I probably shouldn't be sharing that mess with everybody, but I'm hoping that I'm not the only one and that other people have things they need to sort out as well, especially after Christmas. I'm then taking a blue and white puffy camera, which is from a Chamel puffy sticker sheet from the Little by Little range, and I'm also going to take one of those black and white mini tiny word stickers that says "From Where I Stand," and then I'm going to finish off that tag and the card with some white twine. Moving on to the next photo now, I'm going back to the Dear Lizzie Lovely Day 6x6 paper pad, and I'm going to be taking this paper that has all of the multicoloured diamonds on it, and I'm taking two 3x4 photos that I've trimmed down a little bit, and I'm just going to stick those side by side on that 6x4 piece of paper. These are photos of us doing our grocery shopping while we were both sick. We both had this very weird flu that was like a virus and flu, and so of all of the things that we probably didn't want to be doing that day, grocery shopping was one of those. But I'm going to take those alphas again in the teal from the kit, and I'm going to just spell out Tesco, which is our supermarket. So I'm just going to put that in that top right hand corner, and I'm just going to put the @ symbol and Tesco. Oh, there I go, trying to find the @ symbol. And I'm then going to grab some of my Studio Calico labels, and they all say various different sayings. I have some that are plain and some that are already printed, and I'm going to take a red one, I believe, that says "Good Stuff." So I'm going to trim that down a little bit. It has a nice diamond shaped edge, but I'm just going to trim it down a bit as it went into the photo a little bit too much. So I'm going to stick that down using first a piece of double-sided sticky tape, and then I'm going to staple that on and trim off the edge. I'm also then going to go back to those black and white tiny word stickers, and I'm going to use one of those, well, two of those, one that says food and one that says market, and I'm going to just join them together and put them under that "Good Stuff." I'm then going to take these Amy Tangerine mini suede base and take the bright yellow one and put that on the bottom left corner on the opposite side, and I'm taking one of my Citrus Twist puffy heart stickers in like an orange colour, and I'm just going to add that, and then that card is also going to be done. Next up are these two 3x4 photos of my sister and my nephew, and I'm really excited to also include stories and pictures of what's happening to our family as well as us. So I'm going through the 3x4 cards and trying to choose cards that I want to back these photos onto. I'm picking these purely based on colour, as I cover up everything else on them this time. So I decided that with this white card I was going to add the same grey washi as on my title card at the top and bottom. I'm then going to stick my photo in the middle of them and then embellish at the bottom. I'm then going to go back to the Studio Calico labels and take the mustard yellow one, and then I'm going to use my trimmer just to chop that down a little bit, and then I'm going to add a little arrow into the end to make it into a little banner. I'm then going to go back to the embellishments, and I'm going to take another one of the puffy cameras from the Chamel puffy sticker sheet and another one of the tiny word stickers that says "Growing Up." I'm then going to take a black biro pen and just add Hayden's first thumbs up underneath. It was the first time he'd been able to just put his thumb up instead of all of his fingers, so I definitely wanted to remember that. I'm then going to stick this photo on top of the navy card, and I'm going to use one of the giant cork emojis that came in the kit. And I wanted it to overlap the sides a little bit, and then I'm just going to trim off the excess. I will then take one of the Studio Calico labels, but I'm going to turn it round and use the white side on the back. I just wanted to journal a little bit about them being cute, and I will stick that on using double-sided sticky tape and a few staples. In the kit there was this really great card that said highlights from this week and gave you a list so that you could document a few of your memories. I really like this, so I'm just going to check what happened on which day using my phone and write about all of the things that I want to remember. I think this is really great, especially if you don't actually have photos of the things that you want to remember. I'm then going to take another tiny word sticker, and this one is just a bunch of stars, so I'm just going to stick that at the top, and then that card is going to be finished. Moving on to the next photo then, I'm taking another one of the Studio Calico labels in grey, and I'm going to staple that on either side of the photo and then just trim off the excess. And then I'll be using another one of the black and white tiny word stickers that says nailed it. It's a picture of my sister at her dental appointment, and she did amazing and was very brave, so she definitely did nail it. And then I'm going to be moving on to the last card for this page, and I'll be using one of the journal cards that came in the kit. It has some kind of prompt on it at the top that just didn't work with what I wanted to say, so I'm going to cover that up using a couple of layers of that same grey washi that I've used a few times throughout the page, and I'm going to use a couple of the floral die cuts from that Loaf Love paper pack in the corner. I'm then just going to use my biro pen to journal about a few things that happened this week and about the week in general. We all have big plans for January, it seems, so I just wanted to write about what actually happened on our first week. And then once I've done that, I'm going to use another one of those black and white tiny word stickers that just says the real story, and then that's actually going to be this page finished. There will be a couple of close-ups coming at the end. If you have any comments or questions, please do leave them in the comment section below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope that maybe you'd like to see more videos from me. If you would, then please subscribe to my channel. I have lots of these videos coming soon, as well as my art journal videos and scrapbook processes. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.